It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And
here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Levis from the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return, taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Williams looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Williams. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a give right side Swift. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Williams. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Williams throwing on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Williams to throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now, after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First and 10, here's Levis. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. He finds Hopkins complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And the catch made by Hopkins. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Levis back to throw. Touchdown! Chigakonkwo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On the option to give to Swift here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And again back to Kmet. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Williams throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Williams now on first down. And that's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go, get it now.
2nd down and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, Swift.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here's Pollard again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard,
79 yards.
and the Titans have taken the lead.
They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Williams throwing on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A give to Pollard running left. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Running right, it's Pollard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Levis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him. They found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it, and you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 46, here's second down. Levis sets up to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Levis looking to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action now, Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Folks' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Bears down 24-21, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Williams throwing to start the drive. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Oh, let's turn it up. Let's go. Let's be perfect.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by 4, 35 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Levis. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Levis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah. Penalty. But now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Levis to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now. Here's Levis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Here's Levis. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final try here for Will Levis. This for all the marbles. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.